Good morning, listeners, and welcome back to the Internet Marketing and Business Solutions radio show with Ron Couming of RCS Online Solutions, where we help business owners and entrepreneurs, marketers, much like you, achieve even greater success by attracting, converting, and retaining their ideal customers and clients using various Internet marketing techniques and methods. How I work this show is basically I have two separate formats. I will either have subject matter experts come on and they'll talk about how they've achieved success. We've had 7 billionaires and Shark Tank members and the founder of Constant Contact and, the author of Rich Dad, Poor Dad, Sharon Lechter, and a whole host of other extremely successful people who will come on and talk about their entrepreneur journey, what was successful for them and what didn't work out for them. And through that, hopefully, once you become an entrepreneur, or if you are and you're coming across trials and tribulations, you'll learn how to navigate through them or how to avoid them altogether. Plus, you can also learn about their different services and what they did and how they achieved it, right? So maybe you can cut. And we always talk about always seek counsel, never seek advice. And you can only get counsel from somebody who's already been there and done that. You'd never ask your broke brother for financial advice, right? You'd never ask an overweight person for exercise tips, right? Or you could, but you might not get the best results than if you ask somebody who has been in whatever industry it is you choose and, ask them the correct questions. And then the other thing is, when we don't have guests on, I will just give you tips on how you can grow your business and attract more clients, and then how to convert them and serve them. Because at the end of the day, it's about serving, not selling. So today is one of those days where I'm going to be giving you tips. And we're going to talk today about lead magnets, how to grow your business, what is a lead magnet, and how to grow your business through lead magnets. And then in the second segment, we're going to talk about attraction marketing. What is attraction marketing and how you can use it to expand your business. And then in the third section, I'm not sure, depending upon time, we might just do 2 sections or we might do third. And at that point, I'll just talk about something else that I'm fluent in. And I've been in this industry for probably close to 20 years now, so I speak around the country on internet marketing and business solutions, so I'm well versed. And anyhow, so we're going to talk right now about what is a lead magnet, okay? Lead magnets are one of the best ways to get more subscribers. If you don't have a lead magnet or you don't have a good one, then this resource, meaning this conversation, could literally be a game changer for your business. We're going to talk about what is a lead magnet, then I'm going to give you some examples on how you can create them and utilize them to grow your contact lists and serve more people ultimately, right? So what is a lead magnet? Let's get to the crux of it in 2 or 3 sentences, okay? We don't want to get lost in the sauce, all right? So what is a lead magnet? A lead magnet is an incentive that marketers often offer to potential buyers in exchange for their email address, text information, or other form of contact information. Lead magnets usually offer a piece of digital downloadable content such as a free PDF, a checklist, a report, ebook, white paper, videos, something that offers a solution to a problem. That's the important thing. It has to have value, because you're asking somebody you're starting the process of building a relationship with somebody. And so you give them something of value. They give you your email address. They start the process of seeing you as someone who can solve their problems, right? So it's very important that whatever you use as a lead magnet has value. So now, excuse me, just had to clear my throat. Why every business needs a lead magnet. So why do your business needs a lead magnet? It doesn't matter what level your business is at. Everybody needs a lead magnet. Sometimes I've gone to events where I have received, because through Facebook ads or whatever, I have received a certain lead magnet, a certain prompt, right? Something to interests me. But then I've had another friend who received a totally separate one because it was geared towards her interests, right? So there's ways to create multiple lead magnets if you're having a live event or whatever you're offering it is, and then you drive people to the same offering, right? Because different people have different histories and different interests, but if your solution can solve their problem, it doesn't really matter how they get there as long as you're solving their problem, right? So if you want to generate leads online, then your business needs a lead magnet, and that's just flat out, period. Why? Because email and texting is huge right now. Email's pretty good too, but open rates are going down. Texts and instant messaging is really going up. But I'm just going to talk about emails and texts here, okay? Why? Because email is a very personal thing. People aren't simply going to give you their email addresses without a good incentive, even if they like your brand. As a marketer, it is your job to give them a compelling reason to do so. By that I mean, hook story offer. You got to give them something of that interests them, but immediately captures their attention. So if you're a real estate agent, you might have your lead magnet might be 5 things you need to know before you hire the wrong real estate agent, 3 things you need to know before you hire the wrong real estate agent, which could cost you tens of thousands of dollars or something. And now for me, I'm not looking to buy real estate. I'm going to breeze right past that. But somebody else who is looking to purchase real estate or sell real estate or has any reason to interact with a real estate agent on that level, they might be interested in that, right? So it's what you call their thought zone because they're thinking about it, all right? So I don't want to get too off track here, but you want to create a good lead magnet. So, for example, let's say you have a blog post on the top 10 ways that you can improve your customer service. At the end of the post, you ask the readers to join your email list for updates. Or instead, you could ask readers to join your email list and get a free downloadable PDF case study detailing a real-life example of one business who used these 10 strategies to improve their services. All right, so here's 2 schools of thought. One is you give them the information and they're so enthralled with you that after they have the information, they then give you their email or their text, right? For me, I still get emails. I literally have an email list of 200,000, and I'm almost... all I do pretty much now is send out text messages, right? But anyhow, that's another story. But so I don't think that that's the best way. I think a better way would be to let them know that these 10 solutions or 3 tips or whatever it is, and then they have to give you their information before they get it. And that starts that nurturing process. You can do it either way. But for me, I would say, you're taking the time and effort and you're using your skill set to generate this lead magnet, right? And all you're asking them for is their email address. It's not a bad trade as long as what you're giving them is legit and, it has value. And then you have their email address and you start that process, 3 days later, 2 days later, you have a follow-up email, you create a whole sequence, and you have a follow-up email in your system. Basically, hope you enjoyed the 3 tips or 5 tips or whatever it was. And sometimes life can get in the way. Just in case you weren't unable to read it, here it is again. And just give them the link straight to the tips. Don't make them give you your email address again. And then just ask them, what is it that I could offer you now or going forward that could help you in your business for free, and give them something else a couple more times, and also remember, you want to be informational and not instructional. So you want to give the people the information that they need, but not the instructions in how to do it, because if you give them the instructions how to do it, it opens up a couple of doors. One, if you give them the instructions and exactly how to do it, chances are they're not going to do it anyhow because it will be too overwhelming, right? They'll start doing it thinking they're going to save, $80 or something, and but it'll be too overwhelming. They don't have that skill set, and it also takes away time for what they do have this skill set for, right? So, but the other thing is, if they do it and they think that they did everything you told them and they messed something up and they didn't do it exactly like you told them to, they're going to assume that that mistake was yours and that you messed up their system or whatever it was. And then it could lead to bad reviews, or who knows, maybe even litigation, right? And then the other thing is, if you spent 10 years, 15 years developing a skill set, are you just going to tell somebody how to do it for free and not get paid for it? Then you're not in business. You're a philanthropist, and God bless you, give it away for free. But just understand that, you have a hobby, you don't have a business. But my biggest thing would be worrying that they would try to do it themselves, and they would mess something up, and then somehow, in their minds, they would say, I did it exactly like you told me to, and then it's your fault. So be careful about that. So for me, I would create the front end of the lead magnet, whatever the 3 tips are, the 5 tips are, whatever that hook is. I would make that good enough that they would then want the information if it applies to them. It's not going to apply to everybody, right? And so then they give you their contact information. You give them the 3 tips. At the bottom of your 3 tips, 5 tips, whatever, at the bottom of that, you then have a link. You say, I hope you really appreciated this. Let's set up a time to speak, and maybe give them a link to your calendar, or to somebody. If you have multiple people who work for you, if you have somebody assigned for onboarding or speaking to people, or a strategy session, give them your calendar, a link to your calendar, so they can just sign up, make an appointment, 15 minutes, whatever it is, because that's excellent. Because now anybody who signs up on that, on your calendar, you're always going to have looky-loos. But if they had interest in whatever you put out there as a lead magnet, they read it, they found value in it, they found value in you, then they decided that they wanted to have an appointment with you. They set the appointment, they call you. They could be a looky-loo, but my experience is the vast majority of them have an interest in having whatever their issue is resolved. So now when they set that appointment, it's pretty much your sale to lose, your opportunity to serve, right? Serve, never sell. But it's yours to lose, because it's another way of pre-qualifying them too, right? Because you already know that they have interest in that subject matter. They've already read some material from you, so you've already opened the door. They've already seen you as, if not an expert, but certainly somebody who could help them in this particular subject, get it resolved. And then they took the initiative to set the appointment. So to me, that's really great. And whenever we set up these for our clients, we set up the whole lead magnets, we create them, we set up the whole sequence for them, the whole funnel for them, and that's exactly what we do. So you could be sitting on the beach, somebody could read this and set an appointment for, next Wednesday at 1 o'clock, and, you're doing whatever you're doing because it's working online 24/7, right? So it's a great way to generate lists. And even if you don't put your calendar in there, now you have an email address, text message, whatever that contact information is, and you set up a series of emails to go out after that, okay? And it's a process. So we know we know and we understand the importance of lead magnets, and you may be wondering what makes a good lead magnet. So if we already know that we need them to grow our businesses, and it offers us many options once we have it created. But now I want to talk to you briefly about, I'm going to give you 7 tips on what makes a good lead magnet, okay? Number 1, and this is super important, that it solves a real problem. If your lead magnet doesn't solve a real problem, then your customer's avatar, the potential person, the person who was interested in it, has, or if it doesn't give them something that they really want, then it won't work at all, right? So the whole point is to give value, so they then see you as somebody who is a solution provider, right? Again, you don't necessarily have to be instructional, but you do have to be informational, okay? So it has to solve a real problem, or you're wasting your time. And also promises one quick win. So your lead magnet should promise, and deliver one quick win or more for your avatar or your potential client. In other words, it should help them easily achieve something. So, if you're telling somebody, a great way to lose weight, just as an example, and you give them 7 tips to lose weight, and one of them is, and I'm just, putting one out there, right? Jogging. A combined tip would be jogging for 40 minutes a day and eating no ice cream, no flour, whatever it is, right? But if they actually did that and they achieved your results, then every time they think of you, it's always a positive thought, and their endorphins are exploding. So that's number one, is solve a real problem. Number two, promises one quick win. Okay, they got to have a quick win, got to have success. Number three is you got to be super specific. Don't create a lead magnet about something general. The more specific you are about the benefit of your lead magnet, the better it will convert leads. People, it's all about WIFM. What's in it for me? At the end of the day, they don't care about the service provider. They don't care about me. They don't care about you. What they care about is whatever the issue or problem that they have is getting resolved. So make sure that your benefit speaks clearly to that. If you go to my website, RCS Online Solutions, we provide websites, social media, email marketing, funnels, SEO. We get people ranked on the first page of the search engines often before they even pay us. And that allows people to be able to find them, right? Awareness equals opportunity. They find you, they can consider you, they can hire you. But if you go to my website, the very first thing you will see right across the center of my screen is attract, convert, and retain your ideal customers and clients. It's specific. It's right to the point. If that's what they're looking for, then they're going to look to see how we do it, or if we do it in the way that they, had thought was the way that they wanted when they first sought us out, right? But so be as specific and clear as it is to the benefits and the solutions you provide, okay? People really don't, and then if that's what they want, then they're going to go and look at maybe at your references, or if it requires some type of degrees or professional certifications to make sure you have them. But the most important thing is focus on the benefits and solutions you provide, okay? So that's number 3. Number 4 is quick to digest. PDFs, checklists tend to convert really well because they are so quick and easy to digest. Ebooks or lengthy reports may make your prospects feel overwhelmed. But here's the other thing. When we have our clients do this, I tell them to keep it to one page. 3, 5, 7 tips, or, that's it. Because I agree with this, that because they'll get overwhelmed. How many ebooks have you downloaded? I know me, I probably downloaded about 50 over the last couple of years. And out of the 50, I might have read 2. Because I don't have time, even though I have the great intentions when I download it, right? And I might read the first page or 2, and often they're telling me who they are and, why they put the book together, and poof, I'm gone, because I don't care about that. I care about the benefits and solutions, like I just told you. It's so funny how, a lot of marketers don't even use their, the best advice out there, right? But, so keep it to one page if you can, and maximum 2 pages. Think about a letter. Or remember years ago when we actually had resumes, they would say keep it to one page because, if they have to flip the page, they start to lose interest. They get 50 resumes or 200, whatever the case may be. Same thing. Everybody's busy. They have a problem. They have a solution, but they also have a business to run, a family, a job. They have all these other things. So try to keep everything to one page if possible, okay? And so that would be quick to digest. Number 5, high value. Your lead magnet should have both high perceived value and high actual value, okay? So the perceived value, a friend of mine, Bill Walsh, always says, when you're giving away these free reports, put a value on it. Say, normally $197 or normally $247, but for the next 7 days it's free, or however you want to phrase that. But so you want them to see it has value, because if you don't, then they don't. If they don't see that it has value, no matter how great it is, how much good information it is, they're just not going to see it as having value as much as if they thought that it did. So you want to make sure that it has both high perceived value and that it also has high actual value, meaning that the information is resourceful, that it actually helps them, right? And it works with the 4 that we had previously spoke about. And number 6 would be instantly accessible. Your lead magnet will work best if it's something that can be delivered right away. People love instant gratification. Again, if you're mailing somebody a book or something, right, a pamphlet, and it takes them 4 days to get it, when it shows up, 80% or more of the people are totally going to have already forgot about that because they got so much else going on in their life. So when they give you their contact information and they hit that submit button, they should automatically get the email, get the whatever information, the book, or whether it's an email or just an instant downloadable, so they have access to the information right away. And then after they get it, you can also have like a thank you page when they submit it. Thank you. Please check your email. Check your spam just in case. Give them the heads up, and let us know if we can help you going forward, whatever it is. So you can have a thank you letter right away, but make sure that they get their information instantly, okay? And then number 7 is to demonstrate your expertise or your UVP. This has got to be very important, right? I think solves a real problem. I think every single one of these is super important. But if they don't see you, if they don't see your unique value proposition or your unique selling proposition, what sets you apart from the other 20 people in your industry within 10 miles of you? Why should they do business with you? What makes you different? I once had this cleaning woman who would tell me I have a passion for cleaning. I'm like, great. That's about you. How does that help me? You know what I mean? At the end of the day, you have a passion for cleaning. Great. So what does that say about us, the customers? You know what I mean? That's how it makes you feel. How does your service make us feel? That's what I want to know, and that's what your prospective clients want to know. Remember, it's what's in it for me. Your customers and clients want to know, the benefits, values, and solutions to their problems that you're going to provide. So, and again, number 7 is demonstrate your expertise or UVP, your unique value proposition or your unique selling proposition. When someone consumes your lead magnet, it should demonstrate your expertise or your unique value proposition and helps turn leads into customers down the road. Again, once they see that you have solved their problem, or at least gave them the information that started the process for them to solve their problem, right? They're naturally, when they or a friend of theirs or a business associate has a similar situation, you're going to be the go-to person. So even if they don't personally hire you in the near future, you've now just created a potential very positive referral source going forward. So you want to have these lead magnets. They're super important. And the 7, how you create them is, number 1, you make sure that it solves a real problem. Number 2, it promises one quick win and it delivers it. Be super specific in the benefits and solutions that this lead magnet will provide and solve. And quick to digest. I say keep it 1 page, maybe 2. You're sending people ebooks and long drawn out things, 20-minute videos. People don't have time for that, right? Send them 3 or 4 3-minute videos, but each video is specific on whatever that topic is, because they might not have interest in the 3rd video, and but if they have to sit there, let's say that information was number 1, but they have to sit there for 12 minutes to get the information that they wanted, they might be gone in 3 minutes, so you may never have helped them, and you may have lost a potential client. So quick to digest, like we talked about. High value is number 5. Instantly accessible. Make sure that they get it right away, so you're fresh on mind, top of mind at that time, and that it also demonstrates your expertise or your unique selling proposition, unique value proposition. Different people write it up different ways, but you want them to see you as the person who can solve their problems, this individual problem, and others in this arena. And when that happens, you're building relationships long term, as well as great referral partners, possibly, right? So, my name is Ron Couming, and I own a company called RCS Online Solutions. We're physically based in Billerica, Mass., but I have clients all over the world, literally, and we help people with all this stuff. So if this or any other type of marketing you feel can help you grow your business, which is a no-brainer, check us out. My email is ron@rcsonlinesolutions.com. My cell phone is 978-606-5432. I have a team of 26 and 63 subcontractors, but everybody, all my customers or clients, go straight to me. I don't have a gatekeeper. I make sure that all your needs are met personally. So you've been listening to the Internet Marketing and Business Solutions radio show with Ronald Couming of RCS Online Solutions, where we help business owners and entrepreneurs achieve even greater success by attracting, converting, and retaining their ideal customers and clients using various internet marketing techniques. Have a great day. Well, we'll come back for section 2 because we're going to talk about attraction marketing next.